Hey guys, and welcome to your Money Q&A question of the day. I am your host, Stacy Johnson, and this answer is brought to you by MoneyTalksNews.com, serving up the best in personal finance news and advice since 1991. Here's our question today. It comes to us from Mike, and Mike says, what types of stocks are best to start with as a beginner? I'm glad you asked me this, Mike. I'll tell you what I've done in the past that has served me very well, and I'll use some examples. Back about the turn of the century, I noticed people were carrying around iPods, Apple iPods. I'm not about to buy one of these things because they're pretty expensive. I can't remember exactly how much, but they cost a lot. And I'm too tight to buy something like that, but I noticed everyone else was buying it. So I bought Apple. Long story short, the Apple I put $1,500 in is now worth about $270,000, and I have actually sold half of it along the way. So I did very, very well. Why did I buy that? This is the theme. What are people doing around you, Mike? Look around. What are people buying? Another example, Facebook. I just bought this a couple of years ago. Why? I'm not on Facebook. Well, I am, but I hardly ever go on it. But my wife, on it constantly. All of her friends, on it constantly. All these people who were on it constantly didn't buy it, but I did. I bought it for, I think, $88 a share, and I think now it's around $180 a share. So the best advice I could give you, Mike, is just look around. See what people are doing. See what they're buying. And that'll give you ideas. Doesn't mean you should snap up everything that's popular, but it'll give you an idea on where you might start looking for investment themes. Now, once you get a stock that you like, look at it, look at the financials, read about it. Just put it in your favorite search engine and see what people are saying. See what analysts are saying. There's so much information out there that you can easily find out whatever you want to know about any publicly traded company. And be careful when you do this now. Try to be diversified. I'm not going to give you a bunch of warnings about buying individual stocks, because your question was about that, but mutual funds can be a safer way to go. Individual stocks are obviously more risky, so just be really careful and understand what you're doing. Final piece of advice. Once you get something that you like and you buy it, don't pull the trigger too soon. I advise people not to watch shows like CNBC, you know, these money shows. Because let me tell you something, I've owned Apple for 17 years, and had I been looking at these shows, I would have had excuses to sell it 60 times. Do not trade, and do not be forced to trade by getting too much information. So get a theme that you like, stick with it, and as long as that theme is still true, as long as people are still using Facebook, as long as people are still using iPhones, then I'm still going to own these things, right? Does that make sense? So just be careful, buy something good, think about it first, and don't sell it too soon. I hope that helps, Mike. We're going to close today, as we always do, with our quote of the day. This one comes from Quentin Bufogel, and it is this: 99% of all problems can be solved by money. And for the other 1%, there's alcohol. That was pretty funny. Okay, guys, hope you have a super profitable day, and meet me right here next time.